The race for global power isn't just about armies or economies anymore, it's about technology, the breakthroughs that will decide who rules the world in the decades ahead. In this video, we're counting down the top 15 new technology trends that will decide who rules the world. Let's dive in. Number 15, extended reality, AR, VR, XR. Extended reality isn't just for gamers with headsets. NATO already uses VR simulations to prepare troops, and hospitals are running lifelike surgical drills in AR. That's real-world power training without real-world risk. The commercial side's growing too. According to Statista, the AR-VR market was worth around $32 billion in 2024, and IDC says headset shipments rose about 10% that same year. It may not win wars directly, but XR shapes how people are trained, educated, and influenced, and that's a quiet lever of control. Apple's Vision Pro launch in 2024 also signaled how major tech players are betting on XR as the next computing platform. Number 14, blockchain and decentralized tech. Blockchain is about rewriting who controls trust. As of mid-2025, around 137 countries and currency unions, representing 98% of global GDP, are exploring central bank digital currencies. China's digital yuan pilot has already handled about 7 trillion yuan in transactions by mid-2024. Over in Europe, the digital euro isn't live yet. The European Central Bank is still in a preparation phase that runs through October 2025. Whoever sets the rules for these systems could shift global finance and even challenge the dollar's dominance. The U.S. Federal Reserve, meanwhile, is running Project Hamilton and other pilots to study a digital dollar without committing to full deployment. Number 13, post-quantum cryptography. Quantum computers pose a massive threat to today's encryption. That's why the U.S. has already moved. In August 2024, NIST finalized the first wave of quantum-resistant standards, FIPS 203, 204, and 205, designed to secure government and industry systems against future quantum attacks. Japan and the EU are making similar moves. PQC won't hand anyone global dominance on its own. But without it, a country's digital defenses could collapse the moment quantum supremacy becomes reality. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, has already issued guidance for federal agents to begin migration to these new standards. Number 12, 5G and beyond. 5G is the nervous system of modern life. By the end of 2025, it's expected to power 1/3 of all mobile connections worldwide, according to GSMA. But the real race is already on for 6G. Industry roadmaps aim for up to 1 terabit per second peak speeds, with commercialization expected around 2030. The U.S., through its NTIA and the Next G Alliance, is laying groundwork now, while South Korea and China have both launched major 6G research programs. Whoever builds and exports this backbone controls the global flow of data. Number 11, hypersonic technologies. Hypersonic weapons change the rules of defense. China shocked Washington back in 2021 with a hypersonic glide vehicle test, and by 2023, its DF-27 was being tested again. These systems can fly faster than Mach 5 and maneuver mid-flight, making them extremely difficult to intercept. The U.S. has accelerated its own programs, conducting an air-launched hypersonic test in March 2024 and reusable Talon A trials in 2025. In this arena, speed isn't just about velocity, it's about deterrence, forcing rivals to rethink their entire military posture. Number 10, neuromorphic computing. Imagine a computer that thinks not in zeros and ones, but in brain-like bursts. That's neuromorphic computing. AI hardware inspired by how neurons actually fire. Take China's Darwin monkey, which mimics a maquette's brain with over 2 billion artificial neurons and runs on just 2,000 watts. Mind-blowing efficiency. Meanwhile, IEEE Spectrum reports neomorphic chips can use 80% less energy than conventional AI. The bottom line, if you want machines that are smart, fast, and won't drain everything in power, this is where the future's headed. Number 9, advanced materials and nanotech. Big breakthroughs don't always come from bigger machines. Sometimes they come from smaller building blocks. Nanotechnology and advanced materials are already worth nearly $80 billion as of 2023, and analysts project the market could surpass $250 billion by 2030. Why does this matter? Room temperature superconductors, for example, could transform power grids, while ultra-strong alloys and metamaterials promise lighter rockets, stronger armor, and more efficient batteries. Whoever leads in materials science controls the foundation on which every other technology is built. Number 8. Space technologies. Space is no longer a frontier, it's a racetrack. By mid-2025, SpaceX's Starlink had deployed around 6,000 operational satellites, serving roughly 3 million customers worldwide. That's global internet coverage from orbit, with revenues projected in the $10 to $15 billion range across SpaceX's Starlink and launch businesses. And it's not just the US in orbit. China's Gaowang constellation and Europe's IRIS² are moving quickly to create their own networks. Whoever dominates space doesn't just control satellites. They control communications, surveillance, and the world's digital lifelines. Number 7. Advanced biotechnology and synthetic biology. Biology is becoming programmable. Synthetic biology is already driving innovation in vaccines, engineered crops, and climate solutions like microbes that capture carbon. CRISPR gene editing, once a lab novelty, is now used in clinical trials for diseases from sickle cell anemia to cancer. The global synthetic biology market was valued at $13 billion in 2023 and is projected to surpass $40 billion by 2030. But this power cuts both ways. The same tools could be misused for bioweapons. Nations leading in biotech control not just healthcare, but also food security and defense. Number 6. Energy technologies. Energy isn't just an economic resource, it's a geopolitical weapon. In 2023, the world invested a record $1.8 trillion in clean energy, from solar and wind to nuclear and storage. Fusion research hit milestones too. The U.S. National Ignition Facility achieved net energy gain in 2022 and repeated it in 2023. Meanwhile, companies like KATL and Toyota are racing to commercialize solid-state and ultra-dense batteries. Countries that achieve energy independence gain more than stability. They gain leverage. Whoever masters abundant, sustainable energy will shape the global balance of power this century. Quantum computers don't work like your laptop. Instead of bits, they use qubits, which follow the strange rules of quantum mechanics, letting them tackle problems classical machines can't touch. IBM's 1121-qubit Condor chip, unveiled in late 2023, was a major step, but the race didn't stop there. In mid-2025, IBM laid out its roadmap for Starling, a fault-tolerant quantum computer expected by 2029 that could be 20,000 more times powerful than today's systems. Google's Willow chip also broke ground in 2024, showing promise in error correction. With over 100 operational quantum devices worldwide, this is no longer theory. It's a global race. Number 4. Quantum AI. Quantum AI is where machine learning meets quantum hardware, and it could be a game changer in the global power race. In 2025, Australian researchers showed a quantum machine learning model that predicted semiconductor performance with up to 20% more accuracy than classical AI. Proof this field is inching closer to practical use. No country has cracked real-world quantum advantage yet, but the race is on. Governments and tech giants are betting billions because whoever gets this right will have tools to solve problems in science, defense, and economics that no supercomputer on Earth could touch. Number 3. Inventor AI. Most AI we use today analyzes data, but Inventor AI is about creating new knowledge from scratch, the kind of breakthroughs that shift global influence. DeepMind's AlphaFold has already mapped almost every known protein, reshaping medicine, while its GNOME system predicted over 2.2 million new crystal structures in 2023, including nearly 380,000 stable ones. These are the building blocks for new drugs, batteries, and materials. In geopolitical terms, this means fast faster innovation cycles. Whoever controls Inventor AI essentially controls the world's innovation pipeline, deciding which countries lead in science, industry, and even military technology. Number 2. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. AGI is the holy grail, an AI that can reason, learn, and adapt across any task like a human, but at scale. We're not there yet, but progress is accelerating fast. Microsoft researchers described sparks of AGI in GPT-4, and in April 2025, OpenAI released GPT 4.1 with a 1 million token context window, making it far more capable at reasoning and coding. Whoever gets to AGI first won't just have smarter machines, they'll have the ultimate power multiplier. AGI could drive research, strategy, and governance faster than any rival, deciding who sets the rules in the 21st century. Number 1. Artificial Superintelligence, ASI. Artificial superintelligence goes beyond AGI, intelligence that surpasses us completely. It's still theoretical, but it's already shaping global strategy. In 2023, OpenAI announced a super alignment initiative, dedicating 20% of its compute to the problem. By 2025, that team was disbanded, with safety spread across the org, showing how central ASI has become to AI policy. Why does this matter for power? If a nation creates superintelligence, it wouldn't just lead in tech. It could dominate science, defense, and decision-making at a level humanity has never seen. That's why ASI is the ultimate wild card in global dominance. And there you have it, the top 15 technology trends that could decide who runs the world in decades ahead. If you made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.